The National Education Policy 2020 completes 5 years, and we are analyzing how the policy has unfolded so far. We are highlighting its most significant reforms as well as the gaps in their implementations. In the first part of this video, we discuss the changes NEP 2020 brought to the school education system, and today we'll look at how it has impacted the higher education. We'll also be telling you about the work done under the Indian Knowledge System Initiative launched under the policy. The policy envisioned a common entrance exam to replace multiple separate tests conducted by individual universities with an aim to significantly reduce the burden on students, institutions, and the overall education system. The CUET was introduced for both undergraduate and postgraduate admissions in 2022. The exam, which has completely overhauled the admission process in universities, is conducted by the National Testing Agency or NTA. The exam, which is conducted in an online format, faced several infrastructural challenges in its initial year, with multiple sessions being cancelled due to technical and digital issues. The introduction of CUET has received mixed reactions. While some in academia believe it has created a level playing field for all students, others argue that it has disrupted the academic calendars and led a large number of vacant seats in less popular colleges and courses. The second biggest reform was the introduction of 4-year undergraduate program. NEP 2020 envisioned a flexible undergraduate program for up to 4 years, offering multiple entry and exit options. In 2021, the University Grants Commission or UGC, which is India's higher education regulator, issued guidelines to operationalize this model. Under the framework, students can exit after 1 year with a certificate, after 2 years with a diploma, after 3 years with a degree, and after 4 years with a degree with honors and research. The policy recommended a 1-year master's program after 4-year degree and discontinued the MPhil degree. To support this structure, the UGC launched the Academic Bank of Credits or ABC in 2021. The ABC serves as digital repository that records and tracks academic credits earned by students across institutions. Additionally, the UGC also introduced the National Credit Framework or NCRF, which allows the creditization of all forms of learning, formal or informal, based on proper assessment. This means students can now earn academic credits not just through classroom instructions, but also through laboratory work, online courses, innovation labs, sports, yoga, physical activities, and performing arts, and more. More than 200 higher education institutions have as of now adopted the 4-year undergraduate program. However, several universities, including the University of Delhi, are facing major infrastructural challenges in adopting it. The University of Delhi is preparing to welcome its first batch of 4-year students on August 1st. Several officials have told ThePrint that the majority of the college in DU are facing infrastructure challenges in adjusting this additional batch of students. Now we'll tell you about some concern academia is raising over the introduction of 4-year program. A section of academia also raised concern over dilution of courses under 4-year program. One major concern raised by educators is the alleged dilution of core academic subjects under 4-year program and push for multidisciplinarity. Under NEP 2020, universities have introduced short-term credit-based value-added courses, which are also known as VACs. These VACs are designed to promote multidisciplinary education and provide students with broader skill set. However, many feel that these additions are coming at the cost of core academic depth. In some universities, students are now taking courses like Ayurveda and nutrition, yoga, Vedic mathematics, and even Bhagavad Gita as a part of their undergraduate program. While these courses aim to enrich learning, critics argue that they reduce the time and focus given to the core subjects, weakening students' academic foundation. Under NEP 2020, UGC has also introduced major changes in PhD admission criteria. It has completely overhauled the way PhD admission process would take place. Now students who complete a 4-year undergraduate degree with research and score at least 7.5 CGPA are eligible to directly enter PhD programs without any master's degree. This change eliminates the traditional academic pathway of completing master's followed by an MPhil before applying for a PhD. Critics argue that this fast-track approach may undermine the depth and specialization needed for quality research. They say that without rigorous training once offered at the postgraduate level, PhD candidates may struggle with foundational gaps. However, supporters of the change believe that the new structure maintains academic depth through advanced coursework and research opportunities built into the 4-year program. Another major reform India has witnessed over the last 5 years was internationalization of its education system. The government has taken several initiatives to internationalize India's education system. The NEP 2020 recommended to promote India as a global study destination and restore its role as a Vishwaguru. The policy states that high-performing Indian universities will be encouraged to set up campuses in other countries, and similarly, selected top universities in the world will be facilitated to operate in India. So far, IIT Madras has launched its campus in Zanzibar in 2023. IIT Delhi has opened a campus in Abu Dhabi, and IIM Ahmedabad is starting a campus in Dubai soon. Following the recommendation, in November 2023, UGC issued regulations allowing top 500 universities worldwide to apply to set up a campus in India. Last year, the University of Southampton from the United Kingdom became the first university to receive approval from the UGC. It has now set up a campus in Gurugram, which is expected to become operational from September. Similarly, the UK-based University of Liverpool has also received approval to set up a campus in Bangalore. Many more universities are in line to get the letter of intents from the UGC and Ministry of Education. Besides, the UGC's joint, dual and twinning degree regulations also help over 100 of Indian institutions to now collaborate with foreign universities to create mutually recognized program where students could spend some time in India and the rest abroad. Another major push under NEP 2020 was the introduction of Indian knowledge systems. The policy emphasizes embedding Indian knowledge systems or IKS at all levels to build an education system rooted in Indian ethos. The policy recommended incorporating elements of India's traditional knowledge in the curriculum in an accurate and scientific manner in areas including mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, yoga, architecture, medicine, agriculture, and others. 3 months after the NEP 2020 was launched, the Union Ministry of Education established the IKS division to mainstream India's ancient intellectual traditions in a modern context. Housed within the AICTE in New Delhi, the division was meant to promote interdisciplinary and transdisciplinary research grounded in indigenous knowledge. The IKS division has steadily expanded its scope from supporting research program and setting up dedicated centers to launching internship and developing specialized academic courses. Over the past 5 years, the division has funded around 100 projects, each with grant of up to 20 lakh. In addition, it supports 27 research centers, 17 centers for teacher training and course development, and 7 courses centers. Each center got up to Rs 18 lakh to Rs 40 lakh. So far, over 50 government-funded IKS centers have been established as a part of centers' effort to integrate traditional Indian knowledge into education. For example, the IKS center at IIT Mandi is working on traditional Indian medical research, while IIT Tirupati Center explores kalamkari art, natural farming, and ancient food preservation. At IIT Madras, the center is dedicated to researching India's scientific heritage among other areas. IKS has also been incorporated in school textbooks. In 2023, the NCERT formed a 19-member panel to ensure the incorporation of IKS elements in new school textbook being developed under NEP 2020. In higher education institutions, also IKS courses have been introduced. Last year, IIT Mandi faced criticism after introducing a mandatory IKS course which talked about reincarnation. A section of academics have voiced concern over the growing emphasis on IKS in education. They called it ideologically driven rather than academically grounded. However, IKS National Coordinator Ganthi S. Murthy told ThePrint that the biggest achievement over the past 5 years have been growing academic seriousness around it. Now it is yet to be seen how these policy changes will pick up from now on. The foundation has been laid, now the real work begins. That's all from me for now. Keep watching ThePrint for more news updates.